the OldPreMeds podcast, session number 213. You're a non-traditional student entering the medical field on your terms. You may have had some hiccups along the way, but now you're ready to change course and go back and serve others as a physician. This podcast is here to help answer your questions and help educate you on your non-traditional journey to becoming a physician. Welcome to the OldPreMeds podcast. My name is Dr. Ryan Gray, and I'm excited to bring you another great question from our newly revamped OldPreMeds forum over at premedforums.com. If you go over to premedforums.com, it'll redirect you to our new forum software that we have, and you will find the non-traditional pre-med discussion right there where you can click, create an account, start a new topic, look at old topics. It's got a great search feature. It is pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. So it'll give you more opportunities to ask better questions, to help, and to really have fun. And what we're going to do, not only with the OldPreMeds podcast, but with all of our podcasts, when a new podcast is produced and launched and released, there will be a specific thread in the forums to discuss that podcast episode. So we'll see how that rolls as well. All right, let's jump into our question today. Our student says, "Hi, I'm a non-traditional student making my way through a do-it-yourself post-bacc at one of the SUNY schools." And so SUNY is the College University of New York, I think is how you say it? C-U-N-Y, SUNY, in New York City. The only school that I could find in the system that both offers all the classes I need and allows second degree seeking students to register for classes early enough for me to actually get into said classes doesn't have much in the way of research opportunities. I'm going to see whether I can do research at another more research-heavy SUNY institution, but I'm not sure whether I'll be able to. I was wondering whether it is possible to get involved in research outside of one's pre-med institution, and if so, how to approach that process. Thank you. So this is a really good question. Obviously, research is something that a lot of students want to explore. Research isn't something that you have to do to get into medical school, but a lot of students like to explore it and see if they like it and to maybe do more of it. And I think a lot of students get caught up. This was a conversation that I had in Reddit. A student posted a meme or a picture on Reddit about how he went to a small kind of no-name school, and everyone else at the interview that he was at were from like top Ivy League institutions. And I was like, hey, shocker, it doesn't matter where you go to school. And he brought up the fact that, well, they have all of these resources and everything else. They're a bigger school. They have bigger pre-med offices. And I went to a super large state school with tons of resources. And at the end of the day, everything in this life, in medical school, as a pre-med, as a resident, as an attending, everything in this life is not given to you because of where you are at. You go out and you get everything. So the fact that this student here asking this question is saying, hey, my institution doesn't have research. Well, guess what? Go and make research, right? Talk to a professor and say, hey, I really want to get involved in research. Has there been anything you've been interested in starting that I can help you with? Research doesn't have to be at the institutional level either. One of my favorite things to do is, and this student is lucky, they're in New York City where there are institutions on every other block, medical institutions, is you go and if you're interested, let's say you're interested in GI, you do some research into Mount Sinai GI, see what physicians are there, see what research they are doing or are interested in, and then you reach out to them saying, hey, I'm a pre-med student. I would love to get involved in this XYZ research because of my background with ABC. And you go and you get research, quote, outside of your institution. Everything in this life that is happening to you and for you, you need to go and get. And so don't let the name of the institution that you are at, or the size of the institution that you are at, or the fact that it's a small liberal arts school, don't let that hold you back and make you think that you can't go and do what another pre-med student at a, quote, prestigious institution with tons of resources can do. You can go and do it all. All right. That is what I got for you today. Again, go to premedforums.com, click on that non-traditional pre-med discussion, ask your questions there, and hopefully join an amazing community that will grow and grow and grow now that we are in an awesome system for having a community. I hope you have a great week. We'll see you next time here on the Old Pre-Meds podcast.